up everyone, College Lefty, and I have for you guys another gameplay versus a top player, another great player that I know of by the name of Douceyy. He has a Twitch channel as well. His Twitch link will be posted in the comment section down below. And these last two games, these guys are both Canadian. Goobs and Douceyy, these guys are two of the best Canadian players that I know at this game. I wanted to challenge myself. Douceyy finished in he's at the top 2 spots in ranked seasons, top 3 spots in ranked seasons like every month. 1 month I saw he finished 1 spot ahead of me, but as you can see his stats are much better than mine at 333 average or something like that. He hits over 300, slugs at almost 1,000. So and the last time he played in a 3-inning game, he beat me 11-1 or 11-2, something like that. And I'm just trying to get this game to go 9 innings. I mean, and when you play against a good player like this, hopefully he's not locked in right away. And I don't think Douceyy was, because some of these pitches are definitely hittable. The last time he played, everything I threw in the zone or near the zone, if it wasn't good feedback on the meter, it was crushed. So I know Douceyy was locked in that time, and here he's popping a fastball middle in up with Pools to the catcher. I got away with one there. I mean, I did have good feedback on it, but I did miss the hoop a little bit. It was over the middle, more of the middle of the plate than I wanted it to be. And I know the only way that I'm going to have a chance in this game, a chance to win, is to hit the ball from the beginning of the game. There I'm getting a base hit just to start it off with Pablo Sanchez. I grounded out with Griffey on a pitch that was low as well. But now we have Babe Ruth up, and I just missed that slider. It was a slider inside. It was a great pitch. I got under it. I did not, I mean, if I would have hit that a little bit better, that probably would have been a 2-run home run. And that's huge, man. Anytime I need all the runs I can get, especially early on here. Have Ted Williams up at the plate, kind of hit a seeing eye single. I think Lindor could have made that play, but it would have been tough to throw out Ted Williams just because he gets out of the box so quickly. He might have been able to get the guy at second, though. That definitely changes this inning as 2 outs, as Pools comes up with 2 outs, and I got another ground ball that just gets through out of Lindor's reach. So definitely lucky to start off the game and getting a run there. There was no wind in this one, so we didn't have to worry about that. It was kind of the most fair game we could have played, and here I tried to check swing. I had a really good at-bat there with Chipper Jones, and I was fouling off some pitches. I got swing happy a little bit, and I fouled some off there, and then tried to check swing. That was a great pitch, change up low in the zone. Exactly the pitch that would have got me, and now I'm just looking to keep the game out where it is right now. We got to face Babe Ruth, and last time I faced Babe Ruth with a lefty, he absolutely destroyed me. Here I put a slider just outside the zone. He went and chased it. Kershaw makes the play there. That's the one thing about Kershaw is he has really good fielding stats. I think that 12-6 curveball is really good, but he definitely hangs it. He hangs it a lot more, or at least I hang it a lot more than I would like to with him. But now I'm getting another base hit with Mike Trout, starting this inning off good, and that's going to be important, man. I'm trying to steal, and I know his catcher is this created player, and he's got an absolute cannon, and I was almost out with Mike Trout, so I'm thinking to myself, all right, I got to be careful in this game. I can't get steal happy. I mean, not that it would anyway. It's a friendly game. Here I'm ripping one with Mike Piazza. I just missed it. But yeah, I was just off this one to the left a little bit. I don't know if you'll be able to see the feedback because my face cam. But I didn't want to bunt with Kershaw. I wanted to swing away, and I didn't want to do like a suicide squeeze or anything. I wanted to try to hit to score my runs. I ended up lining out or popping up with Kershaw to the infield. Then Griffey picked me up there with a base knock. That's going to extend the inning. I'm doing a hit and run there, trying to get a little aggressive. And Pablo Sanchez is ripping one through the 4-hole right there. So that's going to go first to third with Griffey. Would have been nice to get that hit after I stole, but I didn't know if I was going to be safe. So I was trying to hit and run all the way there. Now we have Babe Ruth up. I'm looking for a pitch over the middle of the plate. I mean, I know he's going to try to get me to chase in that situation. And he throws a fastball up in the zone, and I got lucky once again. I mean, Babe Ruth hits it well. He's got the clutch attribute. But that one definitely was on top of it. He hit it right up the middle, and I got rewarded on that one. So definitely a little bit of luck so far in this one. But then I had a great at-bat with Ted Williams. I had a chance to break the game open a little bit with a home run, and I just blew it there. I struck out on a pitch inside. But I know that Doucey's going to start to hit the baseball in this one. I mean, I've kept him scoreless for a couple innings here. That's not going to stay the same. I mean, now he's got his pitcher up. I'm throwing a slider low and away, and he rips it for a base hit. He gets a base hit with this pitcher. That's going to be his first hit of the game, and I know as soon as that happens, I know that this inning is going to be tough. We have 2 outs in it, and I have to face the top of the order now. That has a chance for him to hit a 2-run homer, and luckily that doesn't come back to haunt me as he grounds out there with Mike Trout. That was hit very hard. I'm just glad Pools was able to make the play. When you're playing against a really good player in this game, you can't afford to give them any extra outs in the inning. I mean, well, anytime you're playing anyone in this game, you can't afford to give them extra outs. But especially good players, they're going to take advantage of that and make you pay. So there I got lucky. But Tom Seaver threw an absolute dot of a sinker on that in that situation to Mike Trout. That was the third out of that inning. I couldn't get anything going in that one. And here I'm able to keep Ted Williams off the board. I mean, Ted Williams, in the last time me and Douceyy played, Ted Williams hit a home run against me every time in the few at-bats that he had. But it was impressive. Here, Ted Williams, I don't know what he's doing out there. He misses the ball, fields it, picks it up, throws it in. Who else? That was a base hit all the way. I'm just lucky it didn't get by him there. I didn't know what happened. But now we're facing Jose Ramirez. And I have a chance to turn two. Albert Pujols is taking his sweet time, though. And so is Pablo Sanchez. He's safe at first. And that has a chance to break this game open. I mean, anytime that happens with 2 outs, a double play that could have been turned. Luckily, I'm getting the 12-6 curveball to get him with the strikeout. I mean, that was a crazy swing of events there. Babe Ruth up with the guy on base. Facing a lefty. I know Douceyy hits lefty very well. I saw it from the last time he played. But there, I just missed one with Ken Griffey. Just missed one, and it was inside. I just didn't get the PCI quite inside enough, and I got it off the handle of the bat. Now we're facing Lindor, and his bats are starting to come alive. He's hitting one off the wall there. I switched off of Ted Williams because I didn't think I had any chance of fielding that one, and luckily he locked right onto the ball. That was pretty impressive. I might have to do that more often. Here facing his creative player, I tried to throw a curveball middle in and got one heck of a pitch there. That was probably the best pitch I've ever thrown. But now I'm going to try to challenge Christian Yelich with the fastball low and away, and that was not the move because he sent it out to center field. And I jumped a little bit too early there with Mike Trout. I did not get the Spider-Man animation where he just climbs up the wall and catches it standing on top of the wall there. But now he hits one out. Definitely could have been a home run there. Tom Seaver got another base hit. That's why he's standing on first base. But Mike Trout drills one there. That could have easily been sent out. And luckily Mike Trout tracks it down there. Mike Trout to Mike Trout. And now Ted Williams hits it to Ted Williams. And he cannot make the play there. With 2 outs in the inning, I need that play to be made, man. That's going to bring up Albert Pujols, one of his best hitters. I had to go to Bruce Sutter in this situation. That caused me to take out my pitcher. That caused a bunch of stuff. So I had to go to Sutter a little bit earlier than I wanted to, but at least Kershaw was able to go into the 5th inning in this one. That when you play against a really good player, I mean, it's tough to get anybody any longevity in the game. Any pitchers that you have to just really manage your bullpen wisely. I mentioned that in the last video, and I ended up going to my bullpen in like the 2nd inning. So here in this one, I was able to go to the 5th. So at least I have everybody to work with now. I can kind of piece it together. But I'm not done yet. I'm getting a base hit there with Ted Williams after that double with Babe Ruth. I wish that double with Babe would have been a home run, but I did hit it to where it would have been a line drive. Like it should have been a line drive with that PCI feedback and that placement. I was a little bit on top of it, just as I was there with Pujols on a great pitch from Seaver. Got me to ground into a double play there, and that's crucial. I mean, definitely changes the game. He comes up to bat there and smacks one out with Lindor. So that's a 4-3 game right there. I had a 2-run lead, and I had a chance to break it open a little bit multiple times in this game with Ted Williams, with Chipper Jones, and with Pujols there in that last inning. If I got a big hit there, send one into the gap, whatever. But there, I squared it up with Mike Trout. Unable to get anything. That was a good okay. It was slightly off of it. Definitely slightly off of it, but definitely a good swing. So I'm happy with that. Here I got a line drive. I was looking for that slider inside with Piazza, so that's why I swung at the first pitch. I probably should have taken a few more pitches in that inning. I kind of had a quick inning. He was right back up at the plate. And that's something that I also noticed. If you have quick innings when you're going up against a good hitter, and you have quick innings, you allow them to get into a kind of a rhythm at the plate where they're used to seeing the hitter's view. They're having their guys up there rather quickly. You know, if you have a couple like 5-pitch inning or 10-pitch, even a 10-pitch inning, you want to try to take as many pitches as you can. So I knew that he was going to be locked in, coming back in late in this game. Good players are going to clutch up and hit in this situation, try to take the lead. He draws a walk with Goose, or against Goose there with Pujols. That's a huge at bat in this game. I knew if I walked him that was going to come back to haunt me in this situation. But there, I mean, I'm getting away with a couple pitches. Goose got a little bit wild. I was unable to locate with him a little bit to pitches to where I wanted to. There, I'm throwing a slurve right over the middle. It still has a lot of good movement. It's still hard thrown, and it's good feedback, so that definitely helps when you're playing on Legend. But at the same time, it's not in the spot that I want it to be. There, I got lucky there. I mean, he popped it up to Pablo Sanchez, hit one into the infield. That Jose Ramirez finest card is amazing. He really does a lot of damage against me. And now we have to face Babe Ruth. I went with the sinker inside, and it kind of ran back over the middle of the plate, and it's just out of the reach of Ted Williams. I was wondering if I had Vlad in at this point, if he would have been able to make that play. but I don't think so. I still think it would have been out of his reach. I'm not sure. But that was a great hit nonetheless. That's going to tie up the game and give him a chance to take the lead with the guy on third base with 1 out. And of course he's going to do his job, man. He's not going to strike out. He's going to put the ball in play. He's going to score the run. So now we're down 5-4. Exactly what I thought was going to happen. Come back late in this game. I didn't think any lead was safe in this one. I mean, 4 runs, even to keep him to 5 runs is good. I could have had a couple more runs in this game, and I definitely thought he could have had a couple more runs in this game. But there, I mean, he brings in Bruce Sutter. I was just early okay on that. I don't think you'll be able to see it because my face cam, but Babe Ruth just early, ground out to first base. Now we got Ted Williams up with a chance to tie up the game. I mean, I like my chances. That was a good pitch. I just got on top of it. Jose Ramirez is making a one-handed play there. So now I'm down to my last 4 outs, and I have to hold them in the top of the 9th inning to keep it at a 1-run lead, which is definitely going to be tough. But I wanted to challenge myself anyway and playing some of the better players that I know in this game. And it's all for content too. I wanted to give him a shout out. Doucey's a great dude. He's been streaming a lot on Twitch. Same with Goobs. I mean, I mentioned both of them. I wanted to play against the best Canadian players that I know. I mean, I had a chance to play Kevin God earlier on in the season. He reached out to me, and he's one of the better Canadian players that I know as well. And I just wanted to try to play as many people as I can. This late in the season, I'm trying to get as many collabs in with as many content creators or people in the MLB community as possible. So here we're down to the last 2 outs there. I'm getting a nice tapper with Mike Trout to Lindor. He's going to be able to beat that one out. That was a really close play there. I thought he was going to be safe all the way. As soon as I hit it, I said that was a horrible hit. In this one, I thought I was going to be able to walk it off with Vlad. I thought I was going to be able to walk it off. It was good, okay contact. PCI was on it. Slightly under it, which is kind of what you want, but I mean, I didn't get the result I was looking for. It happens, man. I mean, it happens. I couldn't think about it. I just had to go with either Yogi Berra, Baez, or Lindor in this situation. I went with Lindor, who's probably the one I hit the worst with, but I figured I would go with it. And now the PCI switched over to the other side, so I will try to show you guys that one. That was a critical situation. Here I wanted to make sure that he wasn't going to throw a pitch down the middle, so I stepped out with my batter. And a slider over the middle of the plate, or maybe it was a splitter. But definitely a good pitch to hit, and I flew out there with Lindor, unable to walk it off. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really enjoyed playing some of these really good players recently, and I'm going to get into that new event later. Peace out, everybody.